The Chiefs moved to 8-2 on the season last week with a thrilling victory over the Chargers. And with the top record in the AFC still in hand, they'll look to win their 5th game in a row on Sunday in a matchup against the defending Super Bowl champs. The Chiefs boast the league's #1 scoring offense and total offense heading into Week 12, as they've averaged 30 points and 429 yards per game through 10 games. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes leads the NFL in passing yards, passing touchdowns, passing first downs, and passes of at least 25 yards. In fact, his 34 throws of 25 or more yards are 10 more than second place, and 14 more than he had at this point last season. It's also his highest tally through 10 games as a professional. Additionally, 10 different players have been on the receiving end of at least one of those passes. Tight end Travis Kelce has hauled in 9 of those throws as part of another monster season for the future Hall of Famer. Kelce leads the NFL in receiving touchdowns this year with 11, and his 855 receiving yards rank 6th. Kelce has 53 receptions that have gone for first downs this year. That's the most of any player in the NFL. And his 15 first down grabs that moved the chains on third down are second to only the Saints' Chris Olave. Kelce is closing in on his 7th consecutive 1,000-yard season, and when he gets it, he'll become just the 11th player in NFL history to rack up 7 straight 1,000-yard campaigns. Mahomes, Kelce, and the rest of the Chiefs' offense will look to stay hot on Sunday against a proud Rams defense that features some of the best players in the game, from Aaron Donald up front to Jalen Ramsey in the secondary. They've been a middle-of-the-road defense this year in terms of scoring. They rank 17th, but they've been very good in a number of specific categories, including limiting plays of 20 or more yards, where they rank 3rd, fewest first downs allowed, where they're also 3rd, and red zone touchdown percentage, where they rank 4th. The formula against the Rams this year has been the short, quick passing game. Opponents are averaging the shortest depth of target against Los Angeles this year of any team in the NFL, at 5.8 yards per pass. And in each of the last 3 weeks, among quarterbacks with at least 20 dropbacks, the passer facing the Rams recorded the quickest average time to throw of any quarterback that week. With all of that in mind, it should come as no surprise that the Rams' opponents are averaging the 3rd highest number of plays per scoring drive in the NFL. So, for Mahomes and company on Sunday, the short passing game could be busy. And it's worked well for them this season, as their 11 touchdown drives of 10 or more plays are the second most in the league, and their 1,601 yards after the catch lead the NFL by more than 100 yards. The Rams' offense, meanwhile, is a bit of a mystery right now. It's unclear who will start at quarterback on Sunday, but there's a good chance it could be second-year player Bryce Perkins, who would be making his first career start. Perkins, who has appeared in relief in each of the last 2 weeks, has gone 6 of 11 for 61 yards, while rushing 8 times for 43 yards. Perkins is super athletic, so if he starts on Sunday, expect a heavy dose of the read option, rollouts, and bootlegs. In fact, on his first drive last week, Perkins rushed the ball himself on 5 of the Rams' 11 plays. If he has to drop back and scan the field, however, keep in mind that the Rams' offensive line, which has featured a different combination of players in every single game, has allowed the 3rd most sacks in the NFL. That's an enticing prospect for the Chiefs' defense, which currently ranks 4th in the NFL with 32 sacks. Defensive lineman Chris Jones leads this crew with 9 sacks all by himself, which already matches his season total from last year and ranks 5th in the NFL. Jones has 7 of those sacks in his last 6 games. And looking at last week specifically, Jones and defensive end Frank Clark each recorded 7 individual pressures against the Chargers. Jones, Clark, and the rest of the Chiefs' defense will look to add to those numbers on Sunday as Kansas City aims for its 9th victory on the year. You have to beat the champs to be the champs, and while it's only Week 12, the Chiefs can take another step toward that ultimate goal with a victory on Thanksgiving weekend.